Thanks, extra pumped.
Welcome back. It is Friday night, which means it is time to introduce you to our New Yorker of the Week. Tonight we recognize a woman who is providing a space for children with special needs to be active and adventurous. And the benefits are staying with these kids long after the activities are done. Take a look.
This is New Yorker of the Week.
Between school and therapy, it's not easy for some children with special needs to find the time to play around, just be a kid. For Maggie Harrison, there's nothing better than giving them the opportunity to do so.
The goal is to provide that support system so that our athletes feel comfortable in venturing out and trying something new, and knowing that even if they don't make that basket or they don't score that goal, there's someone there who's going to be cheering them on each and every time.
Since 2011, Maggie's been a loud cheerleader. She runs Keen New York, a nonprofit that pairs volunteers with children every week. These athletes with mental or physical disabilities take part in activities ranging from basketball to arts and crafts. The goal? Boost self-esteem and confidence.
When you're a child with special needs, you have to measure your successes and your failures against what you can do. And I think the great thing about this organization is that it allows kids to just be kids and to be themselves and to do the things that they enjoy doing and to receive encouragement and positive support.
Nice, have fun.
Maggie's passion is personal. Her younger brother Kevin died 8 years ago from complications from his disability.
I see him in all of the athletes, in how beautiful today ended up when it was supposed to be rainy and cloudy. I know that he's there, and it sparks what I'm able to bring in knowing that I'm kind of carrying on his legacy with Keen.
Those in the program feel her compassion.
She's kind and she's sweet and she likes being with us.
Not many people understand the struggle that we go through day by day, trying to get our kids ahead in life. So when you have somebody that naturally can understand and jump into it, it makes you feel good.
And so, for fostering the talents of all children, Maggie Harrison is our New Yorker of the Week.
What's up?
Joining us now in the studio is our New Yorker of the Week, Maggie Harrison. Thank you so much for coming in and doing what you've been doing.
Thank you for having me.
It's really a great story. Wonderful. So what sparked the idea to create this organization?
So I actually didn't found Keen, but I came on in 2011 for Keen New York to take over as executive director. Right. And it originally was founded in Oxford, England. Our founder, Elliot Portnoy, was asked by an athlete to teach him tennis. He started that, brought it over to the States 22 years ago. We've been in New York since 2008. So. And
you mentioned your brother, he serves as your personal inspiration, and that's one of the reasons, I guess, why you keep doing this.
Yeah. Him being born when I was 9 years old and having a severe disability, Pallister-Killian syndrome, it really affected the way I grew up. Who I am today is because of his influence and working, with his therapist, and every time there was an at-home thing, I was a part of it. So, it keeps me going. I know that he's there, as I, mentioned before, but it's a great thing.
So much emphasis when you're in a situation like that on routine, whether it's the physical therapy, whether it's the emotional stability. Sometimes we forget just to play, and I guess that's the whole point of this.
It is. That's why we provide a one-to-one volunteer, so that our athletes can move from activity to activity. It's if you want to have a short attention span today, come to Keen. Play basketball for 10 minutes, then move along, and it's soccer time, or it's ride the scooter time. So.
And you create a safe haven throughout this process. Speak to the challenges that kids and their family members face when they're just trying to do something as simple as socializing.
It's a very big challenge, and one of the target areas all of our parents want from Keen is that social interaction piece. A lot of our athletes are on the autism spectrum, so that kind of social knack is one of the things that might be lacking. So we provide them, again, that one-to-one volunteer so that they have a support person there. They can try new things. They can, play duck, duck, goose, but then they have someone to fall back on always that's there with them at the session to move around and to go from activity to activity.
And what changes do you see in these kids?
Amazing changes. We just recently ended an 8-week teen basketball program, and not only did we see their skill levels increase through it, but they were coming back each week and and high-fiving the other athletes. They were recognizing who was a part of it. They were, you know, much more vocal, more involved in the group, and realized that this was something that was for them, and they kind of took ownership of it, and it became a part of who they were.
What changes do you notice in the parents?
They're happier. we give them a respite. We give them an opportunity to take a break. One of my favorite stories is I had a parent that I met for the first time after one of the sessions, which was 2 hours long. She came up and said, I'm so sorry. I have nacho breath right now. I went on a date with my husband.
Nice.
And we were able to give her, you know, that opportunity
novelty, right?
to go on a date or to run errands, take a nap on the chair, just knowing that we're giving you a safe place to leave your child, and they can feel comfortable with that.
What about changes in yourself?
A lot. I think, you know, I finally found something to be a part of that. This is my job, but it doesn't feel like work. And I look forward to going to our activities every single week. I look forward to seeing what new, you know, I'm able to bring, or that they're able to bring to me. I've learned a lot about myself, and I'm a much more patient person than I thought I was. But you know, through the families, through our athletes, through the volunteers as well, it's given me a way to give back even more.
Let's talk about, we have about a minute to go. Let's talk about some of the practical things. Where do you meet? When do you meet? How can the public help you out?
Yeah, absolutely. So we meet just about every weekend. The majority of our programs are on Saturdays. We do have some Sunday. The basketball clip you saw was in Brooklyn on Sundays. If you go to our website, there's plenty of opportunities as volunteers. There's a way for the athletes to get involved, families to get involved, and next Wednesday we actually have our big gala fundraiser happening. So lots of different ways to give back. We always need volunteers. We're always looking for athletes, and we're always, you know, we provide a free of charge service, so that costs something. So for us, we're looking for ways to keep that going and to expand.
Great stuff. You mentioned the website, so I'll say thanks to you, Maggie Harrison. We'll get that website up for our viewers, our New Yorker of the Week. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
For more information, you can visit keennewyork.org. And of course, if you know someone who would make a good New Yorker of the Week, you can write to us at New Yorker of the Week, 75 9th Avenue, or on the 6th floor, New York, New York 10011. And you can email us at NYer@NY1.com. That's all the time we have for now. I'm John Schumo. I will be off for the next 2 weeks for a family vacation. Rochelle Boone, Dean Meminger, and Maria Melita will be hosting. I'll talk with you again in October. How great does that sound?